I'm a bit confused. It's the same foundation. Smells quite strong of like paint. So this is where things have sort of started to go downhill. Well, it's about bloody time I reviewed this foundation. I don't know if it's just me and maybe the type of things that I Google and search for, but I have had an ad for this foundation maybe every day for the past few months. This is a brand that I'd never heard of before. It's called IL MAKIAGE New York. And the way that they advertise this on my Snapchat ads and my Instagram ads and on Facebook is that you take a quiz and it's supposed to tailor the foundation to you specifically. So I went ahead, I took the quiz, it picked my foundation, and today I'm gonna be testing it and like putting it to the test for the whole day, maybe like a full 10 hours. I've actually got the foundation on my face right now. Let me know down below, how long do you reckon that this has been on my face for? Leave me your guesses, because I'll be interested to see like what this looks like. Also, if you have tried this foundation as well, let me know what you think down below and if they got your color match right, because I'm curious. I haven't done like a foundation testing review in a while, so I'm quite excited for this one. I hope you enjoy. So just a little breakdown on this foundation and the ads that I was getting. The main ads that I get on my Snapchat are those bloody earbuds, some like sun-kissed face serum, and the IL Makiage foundation. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure I might have screen recorded it. So when I got the ad, I swiped up and it says, take the quiz. Take our power match quiz to find your perfect shade, then try it risk-free for 60 days. Here's the thing with the quiz. I'm gonna take you through it now. I screen recorded myself when I was actually ordering this so that I, you know, can show you my exact results. So the first question, which I think is a bit strange, it asks you for your skin type, dry, oily combination or balanced. So I obviously put oily, and then it says what kind of coverage are you looking for? I put medium to full. But the thing is, they only sell one foundation on their website, I'm pretty sure. So I'm a little bit confused why it asks you for your skin type, what coverage you're looking for, what finish you're looking for, matte, natural, luminous, or babes, I have no idea. So I answered oily and then natural finish. Then it shows you a series of photos and it asks you to pick which one looks the most similar to your skin tone. They do have a good shade range, I'll give them that. And then you just like pick on the pictures that you think look most like your skin tone at the moment. So that is what I did. Then it says, let's try and figure out your undertone. So I put that I have a neutral undertone because I'm pretty sure like when I look at my veins, I've got both like blue and green. During this time of year, does your skin tone tend to get lighter or darker? My skin doesn't really tend to get lighter and darker because one, I wear SPF all the time, and two, because I fake tan, it's not real. So like I don't really ever get a natural tan. I used to, but now I just decide to do it the fake way so that I don't damage my skin, you know? How do you usually apply it? With a beauty blender, with a brush, with my fingers? And then it asks you all these questions which I don't really understand. How do you prep your skin beforehand? Like, why does it need to know that when they just sell one foundation? I'm really confused. How many days a week do you wear foundation? Which brand are you currently using? How long have you been using your current foundation? Like, is this just gathering information about you? I'm a bit confused. Then it asks you what your biggest skin concerns are, what's your age bracket, and then it finds your match. Then it gets you to put in your email, which is a little bit annoying because like, I don't want to be signed up to newsletters. I get enough of those already. So then for me, it comes up with the Woke Up Like This Flawless Base Foundation, which is £36 in the UK, which is an expensive foundation. So it was definitely on the higher end of things, and that is supposedly my perfect match. It matched me to shade 60. It comes in 50 shades, which is pretty damn good. So then I did try it now. It adds it to your basket. I went through to checkout, paid for it. I think I just randomly typed in welcome 10 just to see if it worked, because I've tried that on so many websites. Like, type in welcome 10, a lot of the time it will give you 10% off. But then you had to pay for delivery. I actually ordered this, I think like 4 days ago, and it's arrived today. It then says, do you want to try the concealer? No, because that's another £24. No, thank you. Then you go through to pay. This is what's confusing. On one ad, it said that you can try it for 14 days, and if you don't like it, you get your money back. When you go through to pay, it says it's got a 60-day money-back guarantee. And then when it's arrived, it says wear for a full week to determine if it's perfect for you. So is it a week? Is it 2 weeks? Is it 60 days? Like, I'm not really sure. You know what? I'm gonna go back through all of that again. I won't make you sit through the whole process. I'm gonna try and do the quiz again and see if it comes up with anything different. Maybe they do have other foundations. Because at the end of the day, if they're just selling one foundation, they don't need to know what kind of coverage you like, or what skin type you are, or how you prep your face, or how old you are, or what your skin concerns are, because they're always just gonna lead you to the one foundation. All they need to determine is like what shade you are, surely. I'm gonna put dry. I'm gonna put lightweight coverage. I'm gonna put I want a luminous. No, I'm gonna put I want a matte finish. I'm also gonna put that I'm 50 and up just because I'm really curious. So this time round, It's recommended me the exact same foundation. Woke up like this, flawless base foundation. It's the same foundation. So the whole quiz thing, I think it's just to make you feel a bit better, being like, oh, this foundation is tailored to my skin. But it's actually not, it's just the same but just a different shade. I think that would make a lot more sense if they offered like a matte foundation, a natural radiant foundation, and a glowy foundation. So it arrived in this fancy looking box. When you open it, it says untraditional, uncompromising, undeniably extra. It comes with this little card that says over 75% of women get foundation wrong, get yours right. Apply 2 pumps to your entire face, jaw and neckline. Blend out with a brush or a sponge, not by hand. Wait 5 minutes for foundation to set before checking the shade. Don't match to your neck or wrist, they're a different tone than your face. Finish your face with concealer, blush and bronzer and wear for a full week to determine if it's perfect for you. Then the packaging itself is pretty fancy. It comes in a nice little magnetic box. However, again, like in order to recycle this box, I'm gonna have to rip the magnets out because you can't like just chuck a magnet in the cardboard recycling. I mean, it's kind of fun to play with though. So these are the claims. Smoothens and evens the skin, minimises appearance of shadows and pores, enhances the complexion and creates a flawless natural matte finish. The cutting edge formula offers a unique combination of medium to high coverage, a super comfortable, weightless feeling, is ultra fluid and easy to blend. Texture applies effortlessly and enables a buildable coverage to suit all needs for a long-lasting wear. Pair with primer or a setting spray. You get 30ml, which is standard for a foundation. It comes in a nice glass, frosted glass bottle, which I think is quite nice. It comes with a lid and it also comes with a pump as well, which is great because I kind of thought I might have to like pour it and I don't want to. No, thank you. So I actually applied this earlier in the day just because I did have a meeting and I wanted to put it on to wear it as long as possible, but I didn't have time to film the whole video and everything. So I'm just going to insert my clips of me applying this foundation now. So I've actually got a meeting in 20 minutes via Zoom and I want to put some makeup on for it and I want to also test this foundation throughout the day. The time is actually 2:08 in the afternoon. However, I do normally stay up until about 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. So this will be on for a good few hours. So this is the time right now. So like I probably said already, I was matched to the shade 060. So I'm just gonna give it a shake. It's like a frosted glass bottle. I've got no idea if this is gonna match me. It looks a little bit dark judging from the packaging. Obviously I'm going for the match to my fake tan. That is why my face is currently a bit lighter, but obviously I want to match my face with the rest of my body. I like that it's got a pump because I was a bit worried that it wouldn't. So I've just done about a pump and a half. Smells quite strong of like paint. I think I'm gonna do this side with a sponge. Probably have actually put a little bit less on this side. You know, that looks like a pretty good colour match. And then on the other side, I'm gonna go ahead and use a brush. I think it oxidizes a little bit because this side does look a little bit darker. It looks pretty nice with both the brush and the sponge, to be honest, but I think for me, I would want like a little bit more coverage than this. So I think I'm gonna add another layer and see if it's buildable. But I think with the second layer, I am gonna use my beauty blender. You know what though, guys? I am impressed with that color match. On camera, I think my lights do wash me out a little bit and make me look a bit lighter. Let me just see if I can kind of fix that temporarily. I was worried looking at the tube that this is going to be too dark, but I actually think that's a pretty good colour match. I would say that it's a medium coverage and the finish is definitely not matte, but it's also not super dewy. I'd say it's somewhere in the middle. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that everything that I did on my skin, I did as normal, so I'd already put on my primer. I think it looks nice. I think it looks pretty smooth. It doesn't feel too heavy. I don't think it looks too cakey. I think it looks quite natural and pretty. It hasn't made me look super flawless because I wouldn't say that it's full coverage. Like I need to put concealer on my blemishes and obviously like under my eyes, but so far so good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup. Oh my god, I've got 15 minutes until my meeting. So I'm using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Almond. You know, I kind of want to say that in the past 5 minutes it's almost dried down a little bit more to be a little bit more matte. I mean, obviously it's not matte, but it's just a little bit less glowy than it was a minute ago. Yeah, on a kind of everyday basis, I don't tend to go for like a full coverage foundation anyway. I usually go for more medium and then add my concealer and I'm kind of fine. Also, oh my god, as I'm filming this video, I found out about an hour ago that Taylor Swift is launching a new album tomorrow at 5 in the morning and I feel like it's just put me in such a good mood. I haven't done my lips, but they'll have to wait. So this is me with the rest of my makeup done. I think it looks really nice. So far, so good. I will check in with you guys in a few hours. So the time is 2:28. I'd finished putting this foundation on by 2:15. So check in with you later. So this is me in natural lighting an hour later. I've just got to say, I have just spent the past hour in a meeting smiling, like smiling super big, but that has meant that the foundation is definitely starting to sink into my smile lines just because I have been doing this for the past hour. And I've actually got another meeting in another 15 minutes, and I'm sure I will probably end up smiling in that one as well. So that is the only problem with today, but this is my skin just in the natural light from my window. I think it's looking really nice actually. Just a little bit closer up, and obviously like the natural light is a bit more helpful. So it's actually now 3:45 and I will check back in with you guys in a bit. The time is currently 6:45. I really need to charge my phone. And I think I put this on at like 2:15. So it's been on for 4.5 hours. I also do just want to say as well, I didn't read that bit of paper. Like I didn't realize there was anything on the other side of it before I applied the foundation. It does recommend that you do 2 pumps, and obviously I did end up then doing 2 pumps. In terms of the claims of it smoothing pores and giving you a naturally matte finish, yeah, like I said, it did seem to dry down after about 5 minutes, so they were kind of right with that. Down to how well it was lasting. It's been 4.5 hours. I do actually still think it looks pretty nice. Pretty much for 2 hours of my day today, I've had a big smile on my face, and that is why it has sunk into my smile lines pretty badly. I do get that a lot with foundations. If you've been around on my channel for a while, I just do have like pretty deep set smile lines. I might get filler in them eventually because that is really annoying. On the rest of my face, to be honest, it's looking pretty nice. Around my nose it's looking really smooth, and I do have pretty big pores. Yeah, I don't think it's like blurred any fine lines or anything because I'm looking a little bit wrinkly over here. I will actually show you a natural light in a second as well. I think it's looking pretty decent for 4.5 hours. Like it is starting to get a little bit more shiny around my nose and like generally on my face and stuff. This here is obviously my highlighter, but I mean so far it still looks really smooth other than just like round my smile lines, I guess. All looking pretty smooth around the pores on my nose. I think when I stand this close it does make me look excessively shiny because I've got like 3 really bright studio lights. But let me take you to my window. And we're now just dealing with natural lighting. The sun is actually behind clouds at the moment. But yeah, this is what my skin looks like just in the normal daylight. I don't use any like smoothing filters on my videos or anything. This is what my skin is looking like. But the time is 6:53 and I will update you guys in a few hours, I guess, see if there's like much change. So this is where things have sort of started to go downhill. So it's actually now 24 minutes past 10. So this has been on my face for 8 hours now because I put it on at like 2:15. I don't think it looks too bad from where I'm sitting now, but if I just come a little bit closer and turn the brightness down, I'm definitely like oily now. But the main thing that I've noticed, which a lot of my other foundations don't do, but this one has, oh, by the way, I've changed my lipstick because I was filming some Insta stories, around my mouth, it's kind of started to separate and go into these weird sort of almost like clumps. I don't really know how to describe it. Do you see what I mean? Like on my chin and around my mouth, it's just got a really strange sort of texture. The other foundation that I find does this is my Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation, but a lot of my other ones don't do this weird thing. Like it almost looks like it's clinging to dry patches, but I don't have dry patches around my mouth. The rest of my face looks fine though, like on my forehead. Well, I mean, obviously when I say it looks fine, it's obviously pretty damn oily. I can't show you in natural light anymore because it's all gone, but yeah. I mean, it has been on for 8 hours. It's still there. So make of that what you will. Right, so the time is now 11:25 in the evening. I think this is going to be my final check-in because I've had this on my face for 9 hours now, and I'm probably going to go and like take my makeup off and get into bed. Yeah, it's not looking the best. Oh, I've just realised I think I've like itched my nose or something. So it's looking pretty oily, as you can tell, and it definitely is like breaking up around my mouth, which is just, I don't know, it's just a bit strange. I haven't really had that with a lot of foundations where they kind of just break up around my mouth. Normally the first place they break up is around my nose, but then I have been talking quite a lot today. I think the rest of my face looks decent for the fact that I haven't actually powdered or anything in 9 hours, but it definitely, like, I mean, it's not looking the best. We're definitely looking very oily, but yeah, It's just this bit really. I'd probably like still wear this foundation again for sure because I really like the colour match and I did really like the finish, but I would definitely wear it with a setting spray next time and maybe powder after about 4 or 5 hours just to like keep it lasting. I'm sure if I did that, it would be totally fine. So that is the end of this video, I guess. I'm just gonna find a question of the day. If you guys have got any more questions for me, leave them down below with the hashtag question of the day and I might answer it in my next video. Today's question comes from Holly Humphreys and she said, stunning as always, Soph. Thank you very much. Question of the day, if you only had to listen to one artist for the rest of your life, who would it be? And then she's put in brackets, I'm putting money on Taylor Swift. Funny you should say that because as I'm filming this video, Taylor Swift's new album launches in like 6 hours and yeah, you are completely right. I think if I could only choose one artist to listen to for the rest of my life, I would choose Taylor Swift. Right, so I hope you guys are good. I hope you enjoyed this little review. If there's any other like viral sort of makeup products that you want me to test and give my honest thoughts on, let me know because I can definitely do that. I hope you're all doing good and I will see you in my next video. Bye!